Alright guys, welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts leveling guide. In this one we're going to be taking a look at Birth by Sleep. Now just know, Birth by Sleep is the worst Kingdom Hearts game to level up in, period. It takes a total of 2.3 million XP to achieve level 99 in this game, and the XP gains from enemies are absolutely abysmal. The good thing about BBS is there's no trophy or any real reason to actually achieve max level. Looking at all of the post-game secret boss fights like Unknown, you really don't need to be any more than level 60 in order to take them on. Still, at some point in the game you might need to do some XP grinding, so today I'm going to show you 3 really good methods. Now the first thing I want to talk about is XP Walker. This is an ability that gives you 1 XP every single step you take. Yeah, that's right, passive XP gains. You can actually get XP Walker pretty early on in the game, and I suggest anyone doing this that's starting a new playthrough. XP Walker can be unlocked by melding commands with an abounding crystal. The earliest you can get an abounding crystal is after you finish the first 3 worlds. After that, go to the Mirage Arena and the Moogle will now sell an abounding crystal for 400 medals. At this point in the game, you'll be quite a low level, so I don't recommend doing the arena side. Rather, do rumble racing. This will be the fastest way to get 400 medals. If you come first in the first 4 tracks for rumble racing, you'll have more than enough medals in order to purchase an abounding crystal. To guarantee that you'll get XP Walker from your command melding, make sure to meld both Arrow and Blizzard. This makes Blizzara, and attached to it, you'll have XP Walker. Now there's a little cheesy trick here to just automatically gain XP. This is great for if you want to go off and do something else or just play another game, because XP grinding in this game makes me want to eat concrete. This will work in really any large area, but I suggest the Badlands area of the Keyblade Graveyard. If you put a bit of tape over your left analog stick to ensure that your character is now walking around in a continuous circle of madness, you can just leave the game running and you'll automatically gain XP. If you want to leave your system running overnight, make sure to plug your controller in and you can wake up in the morning with big XP gains. Not massive, mind you. I wouldn't really recommend doing this to level 99, because eventually the XP gains get ridiculous. If you think about it, let's say for instance it's 25,000 XP to get to the next level, that's gonna mean 25,000 steps. And yeah, if you were to use XP Walker, let's say for instance from level 1, not that you can get XP Walker at level 1, but through to 99, that would be over 2.3 million steps your character would have to take. You would basically be sending Terra Ventus Aqua on the Forrest Gump run across the entirety of the United States. Know that you can actually use XP Chance in conjunction with XP Walker, so if you find an area where you can damage yourself down to low health, then you can cut the time it's going to take to level up with XP Walker in half. Alright, let's talk about the real methods. So this is the most famous Birth by Sleep level grinding method, and is the best in the entire game. This is the old Reactor Mega Flare trick. In the Reactor area of Radiant Garden, there are 3 waves of unversed spawns, mainly looking at tank topplers. These provide half-what decent XP. We're going to be grinding this area with Mega Flare. This is one of the strongest command abilities in the entire game. It's basically a nuke. So before we get started, you're going to need Mega Flare. We're going to make 4 of them. This will completely fill out your command deck. I'll leave the recipe for Mega Flare on screen right now. Along with that, I recommend 2 abilities here. The first one is XP Chance. This is going to double your XP when your health is below 25%. Along with that, Magic Haste. This is going to increase the speed in which magic commands reload for your command deck. Now, if you have the HP Prize and Treasure Magnet abilities active, be sure to turn them off, as we do not want to heal. I showed off this method about a decade ago, and in that video, I suggested using Victory Pose. Victory Pose essentially triples your XP if you use it after a kill. However, looking back on it, I don't suggest using Victory Pose. It's actually more efficient to just fill those other 2 command slots with an additional Mega Flare, because Victory Pose isn't going to triple the bulk of the XP that you get from using Mega Flare. It will simply just triple the XP from the last killed enemy, and the time it takes, you're actually wasting time. It's more efficient to just Mega Flare twice, run out of the area. Now we want to make sure that Aqua's health is below 25% in order to get double XP. In the area before the reactor, use these unversed to lower your health to 25%. 25% is usually indicated when the health meter starts screaming at you. Then make your way into the reactor and run to the center to spawn the unversed. Quickly dodge back just outside of the center and activate Mega Flare. You want to make sure you're not in the center or anywhere near the enemies for when they die, as even though we have HP prize turned off as well as treasure magnet, if you are too close, you'll collect HP orbs which will heal you, which will eventually lose you the double XP. And essentially it's just a rinse and repeat method, going in and out and in and out. This is a really mundane way of XP grinding. XP grinding in games is generally pretty mundane, but this is like bad as it gets. The unfortunate thing is, this is the best and fastest method of XP grinding in BBS. There's also another method in deep space using the launch deck area to farm the jellyfish unversed, which also provides decent XP, but essentially it's the same thing. You're running in and out and mega flaring, and there's just no fun way to XP grind in this game. I will show you one other method that's just a little bit more entertaining than the reactor method, though it's still not that fun. And of course, it's not as fast, but we're gonna head over to Neverland. For this, we're gonna wanna use the Mickey D-Link. Be sure he is leveled up to level 2 so that you have the double XP ability attached to Mickey. Because we're gonna be going in and out of the Mickey D-Link, I suggest disabling all other D-Links so that Mickey is the only one in your D-Link menu. It's as simply as just scrolling over right to the D-Link menu and activating Mickey. This run consists of starting at the Lost Boys hideout and farming all of the areas of Unversed up until you reach the base of the Rainbow Falls area. Once you're there, turn around and head back to the hideout and rinse and repeat. While you're doing this, ensure to obviously activate the Mickey D-Link. I do recommend though not using the finisher, as it's a little bit of a time waster, especially because by the time you activate Mickey's finisher, you've probably already defeated most of the unversed spawns, and you'll have to kind of just sit and wait out the finisher until the animation cancels for you to continue. When this happens, when you're getting close to the finisher activating, I suggest just reverting out and then continuing to attack enemies for link orbs in order to get your D-Link back up. It shouldn't take too long, and then just reactivate Mickey. This is a somewhat decent XP method because the battle level here in Neverland is one of the highest, and it's a little bit more engaging than the reactor method. So those are 3 of the best methods for XP grinding in the game. Again, none of these methods are going to be fun. It is a nightmare to XP grind in Birth by Sleep. But the great thing, unlike most of the Kingdom Hearts games, is it's not totally necessary to achieve max level here. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up with everything that's going on. Check out my other completely garbage social media platforms, links down below. Thank you so much to my wonderful patrons. I hope all of you guys are having a fantastic day, and we'll talk real soon.